It's really strange. I don't know exactly how they price things here. I was just passing by a shop and someone shouted at me, "Welcome!" So. Good morning, everyone. I was told it would be cold and bloody hell I'm sweating. It's really hot here and it's November. It's mid-November, late November, and as far as I know, Amman is among the coldest parts of the country because it sits on the top of a hill, really, so it should be a bit colder, but doesn't seem to be the case to me.
What?
Is it done? Can I...
Put in the cover with this.
Oh, perfect. Well, I just managed to get my SIM card and it was a very smooth experience. It took about 5 minutes. I just had to sign like a contract and I paid around 20 dinar for 20 gigabytes, unlimited calls and unlimited texts for Jordan, of course. And I'm not sure, I think it's a fairly good deal, I would say, considering I'm a tourist and obviously I'm not on a contract with the company. But I mean, if you're from Jordan and you think it's expensive and they ripped me off, do let me know in the comments, of course. So, what are my first impressions of Jordan? Honestly, so far, possibly the nicest people I've ever met traveling. They're so nice, everywhere you go they just stop you to say even just welcome to Jordan, you know, these kind of things. And people do it because they mean it, they actually care about you as a tourist. They're very proud of their country, it seems, and they're very happy to help you and they want you to have the best experience ever. Honestly, I didn't expect it because I've traveled to other parts of the Middle East, really, and yes, people are nice, but they always expect something back. Maybe they try to sell something to you, oh, expect a little tip, something like this. It's absolutely not the case here. And also because the country seems to be very wealthy, actually. It's very well kept. Everything seems to be fairly modern, I would say. Hello, assalamu alaikum. Hi. Falafel. Falafel hummus.
Oh, yeah, good.
Perfect. Oh no, so you don't. No, okay. You see, that's exactly what I meant. I mean, that guy works in that cafe, restaurant, and they don't serve falafel, really. And instead of saying no, get out, as you would get anywhere, he actually stood up and he actually showed me where to go to get my falafel. You see, that's the kind of kindness I was telling you about. Assalamu alaikum. Okay, I sit here. Thank you very much. Thank you. Bit of everything.
Can I put some spice?
Yes, please. Thank you very much. I'll get a drink, okay?
I did like some drink.
I'll a Coke and a water. Got my sandwich. It was very quick, actually, and they were super nice. Actually, they gave me 2 extra falafel for me. Oh, that's so nice. See, that's what I was telling you about. It's extremely welcoming, and it's genuine. You know, that's what I like the most about it. Amazing. And English seems to be widely spoken. I wish I could speak Arabic, but well, I just don't. So I'm quite grateful that they make the effort to speak English with me. I find it very nice, of course. What I find quite cute about Jordan are these small little plastic thingy box full of water. They don't really sell bottles of water, they sell these things. It's like a cup of water, really. And it's cute, I like it. You know how much I paid for that meal? It cost me 1 Jordanian dinar, which is around €1.50. I'm not sure whether they made a mistake or they just wanted to be nice to me, but €1.50. I mean, I had a falafel sandwich, can of Coke, and water. I expected it to be like, I don't know, 4 or 5 Jordanian dinners. I think they were just being nice to me. Sorry. There you go. I was told that actually that Jordan is actually quite expensive as a country because of the exchange rate and so on. But the food tends to be very cheap. I just didn't think that cheap. Assalamu alaikum. How are you? One. Shukran. That looks lovely. Lovely. Just got this little pastry here. It's the usual, you know, Middle Eastern kind of pastry. Very sugary. Stuffed with the nuts, pistachios. It's green, so I assume pistachios are green, aren't they? Well, let me try that. It's very sweet. You probably want to eat it with a coffee, but it's very good. And I paid half dinner for this one. Bear in mind that Amman, as a city, started from a settlement in the Neolithic period. Many years ago, actually. I don't know exactly when the Neolithic was, but I'll probably write it at the bottom of the screen. But so it developed over the years, and it was on the trade routes across the Middle East. However, you know, these routes declined, and so realistically, the city lost its appeal, and it got a bit smaller for a few centuries, I believe just after the European Middle Ages, say the 1200, the High Middle Age. But anyway, and so we can actually say, I read somewhere, that Amman is described as a creature of the 19th century, which means that what you see in the city, except for a few sites here and there, historical sites, is actually fairly new. You can say it's a fairly modern city. It is a bustling city, but it's not busy, or better, it doesn't feel stressful as other parts of the Middle East or other parts of the world, more broadly speaking. I mean, you don't get too many cars honking, stuff like that in the street. People are very chill, seem to be very relaxed, very nice and friendly. And so far, I don't want to jinx it really, but even at night, it felt perfectly safe. I was worried about driving here in Amman, but to be honest, it seems to be alright. People seem to be quite responsible when driving, which is very good, of course. For someone like me who is a terrible driver, first of all, and hates driving. Okay, there's a mosque just in front of me. Beautiful. Yeah, it's like traditional markets. They sell mostly clothes, fabrics, and jewelry, this kind of stuff. And that's the mosque. This area is really bustling, and yet people don't seem to care about me. I don't get any weird looks. Well, till now. Well, actually, I do need to buy some underwear. Sorry, size medium. Medium, good.
This is a free size.
How much?
1.5.
1.5. I'll get 2, please. I'm a happy customer. I managed to buy 2 pairs of underwear. My size, even. Well, apparently they are free size, whatever that means. But I guess that meant one size fits all. Hopefully me included. And I paid, by the way, for 2 pairs of underwear, fairly good quality to be fair. I would say I paid about 3 dinars, which is less than €5. About $6, I would imagine, something like that. So very reasonably priced. Quite funny because things like, I don't know, underwear, even clothes, food, so far, seem to be fairly cheap actually compared to other countries I visited or where I live. But things like taxis, hotels, Airbnbs, places where to stay, are actually quite expensive. Or better, that's the impression I've had so far. Hello, how are you? Hi. Italy! Thank you very much, thank you! I'm gonna have a coffee, and I need my caffeine fix for the day. Life is smiling at me today. Oh, I have to let it settle. Otherwise it's gonna be ground coffee in it. You see, one weird thing though, I've just had a Turkish coffee, which is good by the way, very good Turkish coffee, but they charged me 2 dinar, and I paid 1 dinar for my lunch. That was a sandwich with falafel and drinks and everything. So it's really strange. I don't know exactly how they price things here. So in my view of the world, in my understanding of the world, a coffee should be cheaper than a full meal. But apparently it's not the case in Jordan. So far, many positive impressions about Jordan. People are absolutely lovely and very friendly and very helpful actually. That's what surprised me the most. It feels like they actually care about you being here. I mean, you're a guest to them. You're not just a bloody tourist spending his money, you know. No one has asked me for money, by the way, which is quite unusual when you travel, you know. And it is really good. It's a good feeling. It's like being welcomed to a family. Well, so basically I'll be posting more and more videos over the next few days about Jordan and the places I'm going to visit. So if you would like to get updates and notifications when the new videos are out, please hit the subscribe button. And in the meantime, thank you very much for watching. Hello, what's your name?
ايش يعني هاي؟
Aishane Hai, I don't know what that means.
مين هاي؟
Mina Hai, YouTube.
يوتيوب يوتيوب معدي
I don't know what it means, man.
شو بنت اخبر
Alright, let's see you later, guys. Cheers.